Cheers. Hi, everybody. It's Felicia here. It's been a while since I did a video. I know that consistency is key. I still don't know what I'm doing with this whole YouTube thing, but I'm just going with the flow. Right now, I like watching other people more so than me sitting here doing this for people to watch me. So that's what I have been doing. But I got some free time. I'm off tomorrow. So I thought, hey, I'll make a video. Maybe if I feel like tomorrow, I'll do another one. I feel like nowadays, people have gotten too serious. And there's a complete lack of communication. And I feel like with my channel, I tend to gear towards relationship type conversations. And channels that I watch, I don't know, I'm kind of weird. If I like something, I will binge watch until I'm tired of it. Then I'll move on to something else. I personally don't have drama in my life, so I kind of do like to watch a few of the popular bloggers. It's entertaining. Sometimes the way they put the spin on things and their perspectives for what we think is going on with these celebrities' lives. It's entertaining. But yeah, I do tend to, if I am going to watch something that's serious, it's kind of geared towards relationships. And it doesn't just have to be lovers. It could be siblings. It could be co-worker, your relationship you have with coworkers. It could be your relationship with your friends, etc. So those type of things. I also kind of like the ID channel. I don't know what I like watching those things. Some of those shows. I think there's a lot you can learn from it. For a while, I was like binge watching Fatal Attraction and On My Man, and that just got to be. It's too much. It's like it's crazy. It's crazy. But not gonna go there. When COVID first, when we first had a lockdown, a lot of people like, oh my God, I gotta stay home. What am I gonna do now? And for those that were used to just going to work, coming home resting, it's kind of like, what do I do with my time now, right? Cable and internet sales went through the roof. YouTube bloggers, they got more and more subscribers. People just began watching others. Couldn't really do things with other people, so kind of makes sense, right? But I noticed this. I've talked about this before. These I don't know what the name of the company is. I think it's Tonight Let's Talk. It's a card game. The one I purchased for myself was Relationship Debates. I purchased one for a family member. I don't remember which series it was. And I got this thinking, oh, this would be cute if I entertain guests or if I go hang out with my girlfriends. Something that we could play and kind of to stimulate conversation. I'm a conversationalist. I hate texting. If you text me and it's a conversation, it's not, you're going to be very frustrated with me. I'm just not a texter. That's not how I communicate. I communicate like this. I want to see your eyes. I want to see your body language. I want to see how your body, because your eyes tell you a lot about the person you're talking to. It really does. It makes a difference. And I just feel like you can't get that in a text message. You just can't. So that's me. So I like this. If I cannot be mentally stimulated, my interest is going to be very limited. So anyway, I thought tonight I'll just pick a couple cards. One or two, depending on what it is. I have no idea which one I'm picking. Look at me acting like I know how to shuffle. I used to play spades. I used to be really good at it. I couldn't tell you the last time I did. But I'm gonna pick a card, and let's see what the card says. This says, you suspect your best friend's significant other is cheating, but you have no concrete proof. Do you tell your best friend? Why or why not? I would not. For the simple fact that blessed are the peacemakers. You can't even confirm information. So why would you bring something up if you don't have anything to validate your claims? That was an easy one. Next, your best friend tells you that they accidentally kissed your ex one time while you were together. What happens next? Absolutely nothing. He's an ex for a reason. Next. Well, hold on, let me offer that. The bigger thing that I would think about with that question is, why are you telling me this now? And based on how you answer that question, it might determine how I interact with that person moving forward. I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but I think y'all know what I'm saying. An ex is like, an ex is an ex. It shouldn't happen, but it's really irrelevant at this point. He's an ex, so, but like, why are you feeling me telling me that now? Why? Gotta be something, maybe there's something else going on with that. All right, moving on. This is easy. Your significant other wants you to include the mother or father of their child in the wedding party. Is this entirely out of the question? Explain. I'm gonna read that one more time. Your significant other wants you to include the mother or father of their child in the wedding party. Is this entirely out of the question? Explain. I just think that this question is crazy altogether. I would question, me personally, I would question why I'm marrying a man that feels the need to put his child's mother in my wedding. That'll be the bigger question. Why would you think that that would be okay? And here's the thing, I require copacetic relationships between parents. If I'm dating a man that has a child, it is required that he has a good relationship with the mother of his child. Right? But being a part of the wedding party, no. Nope. And I've dated plenty of men that had children, and that wouldn't even have been a concern, like, at all. Moving on. Would you ever propose to a man or accept a proposal from a woman? Why or why not? I would not. Simply because of how I was raised. A man finds a wife. And I have asked this question of guys of guys in general, not even just guys I've dated, and they've said that they wouldn't want that. So, have we seen it happen? Yes, we have. To me, it's not the way it was designed to happen, the way it was destined to be. So, I'm going to leave that at that. Next question. You and your significant other have a child, and your significant other asks for a paternity test. Would you oblige? Absolutely. I feel like paternity tests should be required. They should be mandatory. There's plenty of men out here taking care of children that are not theirs, and they are completely unaware. It's trifling, but it's been happening probably since the beginning of time. I think paternity tests absolutely should be mandatory, period. Next question. Your phone dies. You ask your significant other to use theirs and they refuse. What's next? He would be an ex. I can't even make sense of something like that, a situation like that, like at all. Next question. Your significant other stays over. Okay, let me start over. Your significant other stays over the night at an ex's house to spend more time with their child. Is this acceptable? Explain. think we know the answer to that question. And this is why I feel like people, the answer would be no. There's no reason for you to spend the night with an ex, even if there is a child. Now, let's say like, I'm trying to think of it even a scenario where that would make sense. And I just can't. Maybe if the mother was in the hospital sick or something like that, and it was just more convenient for the child to stay over there because they had to catch the bus to school. I don't know. I can't. Yeah, no. Why? Why would they need to spend the night over to spend more time with their child? If you have those type of problems with the other parent of the child, y'all need to establish, you know, visitation times. Like, who's gonna have the child when and this and that. Like, there's some stuff that needs to be worked out. It would be yeah, no. Okay, next. You're dating a new person and the oral sex is horrible. How would you teach them to do it right? In the interest of keeping this PG, because my mother might watch this, I'm just gonna say, communication is key. There has to be an open lines of communication, and there has to be a mutual understanding that sometimes you might hear things that you don't want to hear, and it may even hurt your feelings, but trust that the person that's giving you this feedback and is communicating concerns to you. I'm not just talking about sex, I'm just talking in general. Trust that they're telling you this in your best interest. I think everybody should have deal breakers. And those, if you have deal breakers, they need to be mentioned up front, and both of you need to be okay with that. Moving on. You and your significant other are drinking one night and talk about the first time you met. They admit that they were really interested in your best friend that night. How do you respond? It depends. Like, if we've been together for years and this is something that comes up and I'm happy in the relationship and I feel he is too, I mean, I think that's kind of happens to everybody at some point or another. Especially like I remember that happening as teenagers. When we go to school dances, even when I was in college and we go out in college, and sometimes you might see a guy that you think is cute and he go holler at your girl instead of you, or vice versa. Or you might be tied up with somebody and you kind of have this other person in your peripheral, but you're kind of occupied and you don't want to be rude. And I can kind of see that happening. But if it's early on and we're not really tied, we haven't established, well, it says significant other. Early on, I would like be side-eyeing, like, because you might want to go ahead on and redirect that relationship in another direction. Moving on. A man is dating a woman and she becomes pregnant. Once the baby is born, he finds out she didn't give the child his last name. He breaks up with her. Is he overreacting? Yes, he is, because he's not a spouse. This is why I feel like you should marry before you carry. I know things happen, but yeah. Me personally, I would want for me, my child, and the child, the father of my child, I would like all of us to share last names. That's the way it was designed to be. All right, now, last question. I'm gonna wrap it up. A woman is married to a man who's not her child's biological father. He leaves because she will not let him discipline a child. Who's wrong? I think the mother's wrong. Because here's the thing. He married you knowing you had a child. It is his expectation to lead the household. And children need to be disciplined. So you can say, well, he has a father. His father did. Yeah, but his father is not in the household. His father is not the one that's paying for everything. His father, in best case scenario, sends child support. But it's not the same. And I know fathers who are in a situation where it's their child living in a home with another man might take issue with that. But I feel like that's something that she thought about before you impregnate somebody, and vice versa. What does this look like if it doesn't work out? And this is me speaking in terms of it being true discipline, not abuse. Be very clear about that. But yeah, you marry somebody, and you bring a child in, that other person absolutely should be able to discipline that child. I think, yeah, they absolutely should. I'm gonna leave that there. It's very easy for me to say that because I don't have children, but I feel like it only makes sense. And I know so many people, especially men, that have taken on women with kids and have been in that situation where the woman didn't want them to discipline the kids, didn't want nothing, didn't even want them to say anything to the kids with regards to disciplining them and even offering like parental advice. And it's just a nightmare situation. It's never good for the person that can't discipline, because they absolutely are getting the short end of the stick, and it's just not fair. But yeah, that's all I have for today. I hope this was somewhat interesting. I feel like it went kind of fast. I am a very decisive person. It doesn't take me long to like make a decision on stuff or answer questions or all that. So, it is what it is. But I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful night, and please stay safe. The weather here in VA is terrible. Well, it's not terrible. It's raining and it's cold, but it doesn't like we're gonna get all the snow and bad weather day thought where I'm at. So I'm good. Anyway, have a good night.